Reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network. You're listening to LOTRO Reporter on the MMO Reporter Network. Brought to you by Audible. Go to audiblepodcast.com/MMO Reporter to get your first month free. And by Doghouse Systems. Go to doghousesystems.com and use the coupon code MMO Reporter to get a free 120 gig SSD with your purchase. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of LOTRO Reporter. This is episode 313. I'm Chris and I'm joined by the always ever so lovely Carrie. Hello Carrie, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. It's been a while.
It has been a while, but it's so wonderful to be chatting here with you.
It is, yes.
I'm excited to be talking some LOTRO news because oh my god, we've actually got LOTRO news.
I know, it's been a while, and we had PAX, and then we had after PAX, and then we had Life Got Busy, and now we're recording.
Who needs work anyway? Can we just stop this work stuff and just do LOTRO like all the time?
Well, I would totally do that, but I kind of like money.
Well, and I like a roof over my head, and my kids, for some stupid reason, they continue to need to eat. I don't understand this. I've tried not feeding them for a while, but then the nice people came knocking on the door and told me I had to feed them every day, like several times a day. So whatever, fine.
I know that, so you have to go to work. Yeah, the dog needs her medicine, so we have to work.
Yeah, I've told everyone we've got extra. If one dies, we've still got more. But apparently that doesn't. You know, the whole twins thing, we've got a backup. And that doesn't fly with Child Protective Services.
Oh, I bet not.
No.
All right, and this weekend, the GSPS is going to be knocking on Chris's door.
Hello, officer.
They're fine, I promise. I heard every one of them earlier. They're fine.
Yeah. I'm sorry, now I'm thinking, oh crap, like somebody's going to be knocking on my door next week. Oh, shoot. That was a joke for those of you who couldn't tell.
Yes,
yeah.
His
my
children
kids
are fine.
I do make that joke though with my kids, and they glare at me when I say, I've got extras, it's fine, one can die. And they look at me like, Dad, you're not allowed to say that.
Sure I can, I just did.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways, so we teased. We've got some LOTRO news. We actually do. I believe I will be bringing out a very important piece of artwork from the past, and we'll talk about that in a little while.
Yeah.
But first, let's start with what we've been doing in game. And I feel selfish today, so I am going to start. Okay. I've been doing some Gondor questing. Okay. And that's been taking up the majority of my time. Still trying to. I for the first time, I feel super keen on finishing all of the quests, like just getting all the quests done.
Okay.
And I've never. It's funny because no other point in my LOTRO playing time have I ever felt the need to do that. But now all of a sudden, okay, my warden's gonna get everything done. Fine. I understand.
Okay. Well,
yeah, exactly.
Go.
Yeah, exactly. Like, go for it. Sure thing.
Yeah. Now, I did for a while there feel the need to complete an area of the quest in an area before I moved to the next area.
Yeah.
And I found I was out leveling the area quite quickly. So I have quit doing that, especially when you're working on your second tune. You're trying to get to level cap. You don't want to do that.
No. But with my warden, he's my main, and I'm just kind of... it's so weird. I've always been such a go for something, and now I'm just exploring Middle-earth, and I'm doing all the quests and really enjoying that. But of course, I do have to do my skirmishes, and I always do skirmishes, like every time I log on.
Yeah. Now, Chris, would you say you would be stopping and smelling the roses?
Not quite. I still find that like, I don't understand why people would do that. I would never stop my leveling just to get something done. I'd do quests and get no XP or have things be too easy just to get the quests done. I wouldn't ever. Okay. I don't understand it. Doesn't mean I don't appreciate that other people would want it. I don't think that people are stupid for getting it or anything like that. There's plenty of other reasons people are stupid. But
So, all right. Well, we have some new in the news. There might be a reason for you to stop and smell the roses.
oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Now go back to your skirmishes.
Yes, skirmishes, just skirmish. I queued for a little while. It didn't pop, so I didn't go in. I was going to do a dungeon, but it didn't pop.
Okay.
So I just kept on doing skirmishes because they're fun. I think pretty much in the last while, I've done all of them several times over. And then my champ over on Landy has leveled.
Yay!
So
wonderful.
working on him and getting. You know what I'm sad about though. At some point,
What?
I'm gonna have to go through the Moria story.
Yeah. Guess what? I just finished it. It took me 3 weeks.
I know. That's why I'm scared.
Because there are some places Mithril coins just won't take you.
That's like the explanation of all of Moria. And I know we've gotten emails about people who love Moria. Moria's great.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's wonderful. I love Moria. Good for
the first time you go through it.
No, people say they love going back and they go to Moria all the time. It's their favorite place. Good for you. I'm really happy for you.
No.
But yeah, no.
No. Yeah, I get that tight neck and the shoulders tensed up.
Yeah.
Because I get lost again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't do this. I just can't do this. And it's not that it's claustrophobic. It's just that it is so freaking big. So, anyway. But I have finished them enough that we can do skirmishes.
Yay!
The next time in Moria. And I am waiting at the boat to take me to Mirkwood so I can get those skirmishes. But I think I have a little bit of work to do to get those as well, because don't I have to do that like the pre-quest line thing? I think they've changed it a little bit. But yeah, so I have got to go.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that what you should really do is you should get ready to go through Moria. You should go through Moria. I am. I'm going to play music here because it's fitting. I think that you should come with your character on Landy and you should do Moria with me. And this song is very fitting for that because it's called Lost Together by Blue Rodeo.
There we go.
That would be us in Moria because we would completely and utterly be... See what I did there? Mm-hmm. I stopped at the right time because we'd be...
Perfect.
Okay, I'm funny.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So I did take a bit of a break from Moria to do the Farmer's Fair on Brandy.
Oh, good.
And then I had to go back to Moria.
Don't sound... You know, you need to sound a little bit less excited. I'm not sure that I can handle the amount of positive energy coming from you when you mention Moria.
It's really pretty. And I couldn't, I had already, I don't know how I managed to do it, but I'd already gotten kindred with both. So it's not even the fact, I'm throwing away the stuff from the factions and because I can't keep it. And it's just, I'm glad to be out of there because I get lost in Moria a lot. So I'm going to get lost in Mirkwood because the spiders and it's dark. But I'm above level, so that might be easier. I'm hoping.
You should do it with me, and then we'll be lost together. Yay. No.
Yeah, no.
I won't make anyone ever do that unless I have to, which I may have to. Anyways, moving along.
One other thing I did play that is, speaking of dark dungeons, is I was playing Darkest Dungeon. Have you played that?
How's that going? I've heard good things about it. Matt, a.k.a. Cart, loves it.
Yeah, it's very interesting because it's all about the psychological break that you have while you're in a dungeon. And sometimes the breaks and they're going to come. And the question is it going to be a good break or a bad break?
Yeah.
So I've had people babbling. I've had people become brave. I've had people become completely paranoid, and then you have to go lock them in the asylum for a while to fix them.
That's
but
cool.
it's going to be a lot deeper than I think it is. But anyway, it's Speaking of dungeons. All right, back to our patrons, I think.
Yes, 29 of our most wonderful people in the entire world. Thank you so much to our patrons. You can check out our campaign at patreon.com/MMOReporter. See what our goals are and see what the patron rewards are as well. So thank you very much to all of our patrons. Let's move things along to the news.
Okay, we have a producer's letter. Have you seen the producer's letter?
I have seen the producer's letter, and every producer's letter, it's like, yay, stuff that everybody already knows.
And it's not even pretty this time.
I know. I don't understand. I mention this every time. I know exactly what they're doing. They're shooting for the masses who don't follow the news as much as you or I or a lot of our listeners do. Right. This is for, everybody else. So they're getting sort of the broad spectrum stuff, and then they delve in deep in some other ways in interviews and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that's that. That's why that's set up that way. But there's some there's more teasing of an full expansion to go into Mordor. Or Mordor, as it would be more appropriate. Yeah. Uh-huh. What else did you pick out of it?
Well, they have this little thing called premium housing, which we'll go
are we going to go there like fully or a little bit?
Are we ready to go there now, or you want to go there in a little bit? Let's go there in a little bit, so you'll be ready for it. But it has been slightly controversial. I'll put it that way. Then they also said that they will be having, I think it was in the patch notes, that there's an entire new region with like 88 quests. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that they're going to have is a flower picking event, because it's the gardens of Gondor, so it was supposed to be a beautiful area with gardens and gorgeous, and they're sending us around looking for flora and fauna. If this is like that darned quest in Fangorn Forest where we have to go find those stupid flowers, I'm going to scream.
I was at the mention of a flower picking quest. I just automatically.
Yeah, well, I don't do that flower picking either. But yeah, there's an actual there's on the schedule, the upcoming schedule of events. There's a new North Illithan event at the beginning of December. Mm-hmm. But what if you don't have level cap characters? What if your character, what if your event character is? This is the first time they've done events outside of level 20 areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Yeah. I mean, the game is to the point now where the majority of players are probably going to have a character I know, and they do give you maps that take you there. Yeah, but the majority of players who would bother going into events probably have at least one level cap character or ways of getting there even without the maps. So, yeah. Okay, shall we go into the premium housing, cuz I've been saving up some bile here to start talking about this.
All right.
And I've been ready. Let me just change. I've got the right artwork, I think, here for all of our video viewers.
Okay.
So
it's been a while since you've had to pull this out, right?
What the hell? What the hell? Seriously. All right.
So for those of you who may have missed it, and it took me a little digging to find the actual proposed current cost on Bull Roar. Thank you, Andang's video, and Massively OP, because it took me, I looked, and I had to drill down and watch videos to find it. So they are very unhappy. So the premium housing is in the Bay of Belfast. It is Belfast. It is beautiful. It is humongous. The large house has a freaking garden in the middle of it.
Oh, flower picking quest.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I'm sure they're going to give us flower things. It's absolutely, these homes are beautiful.
They are.
They are in mithril coins. You cannot buy them with regular gold.
Wait, okay, that's, you know what? Turbine has to make money. I'm okay. They have to make some money somehow. Great. Okay. So what's the cost? You want to break this down?
Certainly. Thank you, Ending. The smallest house, which is not a very small house, it is a large house compared to the other houses in Middle Earth, is 145 mithril coins, which is roughly equivalent of 1,000 TP, which is roughly equivalent of $10. The biggest house, and $10, I get it. That's fine. I don't know if I'd wait for a mithril coin sale, which I bet it's not coming anytime soon. I don't think I have 145 mithril coins on my account left. But anyway, moving on. So the biggest house, which is very, very big, is 445 mithril coins, which is 4,000 turbine points or $40 equivalent.
Okay. What the?
Okay.
Seriously, $40? I mean, that's really expensive.
Yeah, well, it gets better. The Kin House is 745 mithril coins. It's an island. You get your own freaking island. But it's 745 mithril coins, and nobody's sure if the kin leader has to have the 745 or if the kin can chip in.
An island, you say?
It's an island. It is its own freaking island.
Okay, now I really want to be mad. I really, really want to be mad. I feel the bile and the anger working up from within me, but
okay.
An island, you say?
Yes. I mean, these are like castles with and the hooks that they had on these things. There's like a ginormous yard thing. It's pretty cool. I don't know if I can spend $40 on it. But on top of that, if you are not VIP, your housing maintenance on these houses is in mithril coins as well. So it's 15 mithril coins a week for the small one and 30 mithril coins a week for the kin house.
So really working out to what, $6 a month for the smallest house and $12 a month for the kin house.
Something like that. Yeah. That's like basically $10 every 2 months for maintenance on your house.
For the small house, for the kin house, though, it's $12 a month.
$5.
That's $12. That's okay.
Yeah, and I know currently.
But an island, you say?
What the heck?
That again, I just have to remind myself it's an island for the kin house, and I find it really hard to get angry anymore. I understand I'm a bad person.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it is free for VIP. But if you're not a VIP, then you're paying in mithril coins.
Hey, if you're not a VIP, now you're paying a sub anyway. Gotcha.
Yeah. And you can buy as many of these as you'd like.
Oh, good. Oh, great. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm throwing money at the screen right now. Why isn't this working?
So you can imagine that the forums, they're rather hot and angry, and there are very many people accusing Turbine of using this particular new system to pay for their expansion in Mordor.
Well, okay.
I don't think this is true. I think what they heard was, we want new housing. They're like, okay, you want new housing? You have to pay for it.
Yeah, okay, now, in the chat room, Chromite Swiftpaw is saying that Dr. Octothorpe has said that it will most likely adjust the prices down.
I have never seen them adjust the prices down from Bull Roar on anything.
I haven't, but if there's a possibility, let's wait until this is on live before we, pull out the nuclear options here. But I do. Here's my dilemma. I understand
War Steed paint.
I understand that Turbine needs to make money, and I understand that we want a new expansion, so they have to make money. So the idea of them using this money to fund the new expansion, that doesn't piss me off as much as a $40 or a $75 kin house, and then
$50 hobby horse.
Yeah, so those costs, I mean, that's extra premium, and you can get free not free, but in-game currency versions of it in the game. So that is available there, but it's the pricing. It's the
Mithril
pricing.
coins you can't earn. You have to earn turbine
No,
points.
but you can get regular housing, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
you can get
you
regular
can get,
small
and you
houses,
get to
big
keep,
houses. Yeah.
Yep, and you get to keep your regular house.
Right.
On
So
top of this,
I understand that, and it's the easiest way for people to voice their displeasure is to not pay for any of this if they don't like it. So that's the easiest thing. So I understand that. I do think the pricing is a little bit out of touch with their community. I don't think that this is I don't mind the idea of premium housing for real world money. Turbine has to pay their developers. I don't mind that, but the pricing is crap.
Well, and other places, doesn't EverQuest or somebody do the same thing?
I don't know.
Somebody there's a couple of them that have done real world money for things, housing things or houses or components of houses and stuff. And I get it, that's fine. But yeah, $40 equivalent for you know. And who knows? I mean, I know a lot of people got mithril coins when they converted something to mithril coins. I can't remember what it was. That's where I got most of mine. But still, that's we get 1,000. No, we don't even get 1,000 a month as VIP, do we?
500. Not mithril. We get turbine points.
Yes.
500 turbine points.
So it's 2 months of our allowance to buy the little house. It is 8 months of our allowance to buy the big house.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and way too many months to buy the kinship house.
Yeah.
Festival tickets, Chromite Swiftpaw is saying in the chat room.
Oh, okay,
converted
that's right.
into mithril coins. So that's probably how you got your chunk. Again, I don't mind the idea. I think the pricing is out of touch with the reality of what the Lord of the Rings online community would expect and should have to pay for. The upkeep weekly, to me, just that, hey, hi, look, we are quote unquote free to play, but if you want this, you're going to sub via real money upkeep weekly.
The only thing I can think of is unless the majority of their people are VIP already, or the ones that are still playing, or the grandfathered in. And they're not gonna get it anyway.
The kin house is only a couple bucks cheaper per month than VIP itself is. So it would be for those of you who are free to play kinships and your kin leader. I would suggest that you chip in and your kin leader goes VIP rather than paying for the upkeep of the kin house, because that will be a more valuable way to cover that upkeep, because you'll cover that upkeep and you'll also get the benefits of VIP.
I know with the current kin houses, kin members can chip in for the maintenance. So if everybody chipped in a mithril coin or two, that's one thing. But I don't know how they're going to buy the thing. That's the kin leader normally buys it with the gold.
Yeah.
And you can't transfer mithril coins right now.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
So there are 88 quests and deeds coming in the new region called North Illithingen. It's going to be the Crossroads, Pelennor Fields after battle, and Osgiliath after battle.
Nice.
Yeah, I did notice. I'm assuming that it will be free for VIPs like every other one of these has been, but they didn't specifically say it.
Yeah.
Or I didn't see it when I was looking. And I am guessing that it's probably going to cost as much as that kin house costs for non-VIPs for premium.
What have updates been costing recently?
The questing, $4.95, $7.95 TP.
Yeah. That's again, I'm okay with that kind of. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I guess that's just. It's hard for me also to look at it from a free to play perspective, because, I've been VIP for so long. So ever since the free to play transition, I haven't ever had to worry about any of this stuff.
Yeah,
so
and that's
I feel a little bit elitist, but yeah.
Chromonite Swiftpaw is saying it was $7.95 for quest packs, which I thought it was, but I thought there was one for $4.95 recently, but I probably was wrong. And then $19.95 for the last one with the instances, which is about what they were charging for the last one they did with the instances, which I think was Isengard. So yeah, they're not budget on those.
Yeah.
And the only other thing that I noticed is, you know how you have problems with your combat sounds,
Yes.
and your combat music, it should work reliably now.
Yeah, it's not my combat music, it's my combat sounds, like the grunting, the screaming, the crying, the curled up in the
Oh,
fetal position while oh wait, no,
all
that's
that
just
good
me.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's going to fix it. Hopefully it will. Hey, have you heard the new interview about LOTRO?
I did not. I did read it, but it's been a couple weeks, so I'm reminding myself.
Yeah.
This one was all about uh the instances and the
Yeah.
content, the end game content.
Yeah, good, some good stuff there. So go check it out. Daddy's interview. We'll have a link in the show notes. But there was another interview as well that I haven't had a chance to listen to, but you
I
said
was
was quite good. What you'd heard so far.
right, and I didn't realize it was going to be that long, or I would have listened to it at work today, because it's one of those great ones. It's an interview with Quartermaster U, Bloodborne Echoes in the Dark. Interviewed Quartermaster U for 2 hours.
Wow.
I kind of checked, you know, how you can YouTube video. It's 2 full hours, and it's them talking. So it's one of those things that you can put on the background like a podcast,
Yeah.
and listen to. And one thing I have noticed that is very interesting. He also said that he is working on DDO and Lotro. So that is three very front-facing people that are splitting their time between both games.
Yeah. It seems like there's a lot of people doing that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's yeah. That's. I think that's just the way that. I think there's one team that works on all the non-mobile stuff, and then there's the mobile teams.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's how it works now. What do you
Yeah, I
think?
think so. I think so too, and I do keep seeing tweets from Turbine saying they're hiring, but I think it's for
Right.
mobile.
Yes, I agree with you. Yeah. It's funny to see things like that, huh? I don't know. I just it's so weird to think of Turbine going down that route. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I'm just funky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Okay.
Character transfer tokens, as near as I can tell, I just checked the post because I pulled this up a couple weeks ago because I started post show notes a
Mhm.
couple weeks ago. They're still missing.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yep. So, Um, let's see what else is going. Oh, we've got stuff coming. So Hobnanigans is coming the first part of October, and the Fall Festival starts the 18th and runs through the 3rd. That's one of my favorite ones, except that the haunted house makes me sick because I run through so fast, so I can only
Huh.
do it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, yep. So then the new North Elithin event starts on the 8th, runs through the 14th, and then my favorite is Festival of All. I don't know why I like it so much, but I end up running it day after day after day for some reason. The Yule Festival starts the 15th of December and runs through the second week of January.
Yeah, I think I jumped back into the Yule Festival for maybe a day or two last year. Um,
I don't know. I end up
yeah,
on several characters because I'll log into characters in May and they'll be at the Yule Festival. I don't know why I like it so much.
that's so funny. That is so funny. Um, yeah, it's I don't know. That's the only one lately that I've even tried jumping into. So
Yeah.
yeah, and what else? We've got some XP boosts coming up. That's for like the whole rest of the year. They've got it all up here. That's fantastic.
Yep. That's yeah, and like
Yeah,
start dates and end dates and times, and I'm sure the times are server time. So,
yeah, yeah.
yep.
Okay, so let's mention real quickly our sponsors. Go check out Doghouse Systems if you're interested in getting yourself a new boutique PC. They are absolutely fantastic and wonderful, so you can go and check them out as well. Go check out audibletrial.com/MMO Reporter to try out their fantastic audiobook services. If you go to that link, audibletrial.com/MMO Reporter, you will get 1 month free. So let's move things along to community.
All right. So the one community thing I found was the Drunken Horse Race is coming. So you actually have to ride your horse and then drink at all the spots. And so you're gonna anyway. It's looks like it's quite the event. There's a link in the show notes to it. It's on the LOTRO forums. And we missed mentioning. I know we mentioned the Hardenkegger games when they first
Mm-hmm.
came out, and they sent us the email, and we forgot to mention it in our last show
Oh
because I just
no!
yeah, I did tweet every time I
Sorry.
saw that they were live. I tweeted. That thing was like a week long.
I'm
It was a big
sorry.
event. Yeah. So we're really sorry. I honestly, I remember thinking about it, thinking, oh, it must already be over, and it was not. And so the drunken horse racing is coming. Where did it go? I had it in October, first part of October. That's why I mentioned it because I think we can October 5th, I believe.
Okay.
On October 2nd, which server? Crick Hollow. So go to Crick Hollow on October 2nd, 3 p.m. server time. It's a 5 region horse race where you must drink in game. You can drink out of game too. That would probably make it a lot more
You know
fun.
what? If you were drinking out of game and you were drinking in game, as the screen blurs, maybe things would look really, really clear as your eyes get droopy outside of
Yeah.
outside of the
Yep.
game, and you're all of a sudden squinting. Yeah.
Yeah. So, also, if you tweet at me, I will retweet stuff. I see that very often, and Facebook too. I'll share it if I see it. I will share it. So,
So please
yep.
let us know.
Mhm.
And I think that we want to hear from everyone if they've got some in-game events that they'd like us to mention. We'd
Mhm.
love to do that. And if we can make it work, I know for me at least, send me a message and I'll see if maybe I can stream it for you. If I can find the time to make it to your event, I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
And send us any questions or anything like that. Carrie, how would people get a hold of us if they want to do that?
You can email us at lotro.reporter@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter at Lotro Reporter. You can check us out on Facebook. Just search for Lotro Reporter. You can leave us a voicemail. I assume the voicemail's still up.
Mm-hmm.
616-666-6778. Check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/MMO Reporter Network. You can see my lovely face. I don't know if you want to see my lovely face, but we got some videos from PAX that
Always.
are up.
Always.
You can check out LoTroReporter.com and be sure to follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/MMO Reporter. You can find me on Twitter at the Carrie Mac. It's TheCarriMac. And where can they find you?
They can find me at twitter.com/Almazar, ALMAZAR.
All right.
Carrie, I had fun. It was so much fun
It
to,
was.
yeah. It was a lot of fun to record. It's always fun to record.
Yeah,
So
and
I really
it's
enjoyed it.
been too long. Been too long.
It has.
Oh, you fired Steve.
Yeah.
He works for Blizzard now.
What?
Yeah,
No.
he does the show. He does the patch notes for Hearthstone.
Uh,
Yeah, and he doesn't do a very good job of patch notes.
oh, that's Steve. You know,
So
they called for a reference, and I said he was crap. I
yeah,
did.
no.
I tried to save them. I said he was a. Oh, that didn't work. Let me try that again. Pretend
Okay.
that didn't happen. I said he was a moron, but they just didn't listen.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No, podcast I was listening to is not happy with the Hearthstone patch notes
Mm-mm.
and blames Steve. I'm like, Steve, he's everywhere.
He's everywhere. Oh my god. Yes, we did have one company, by the way, just a funny side story here as we end things off. For our PAX coverage, we had one company contact me with a big, long email about one of our employees working for one of their competitors and how we had to make sure that all the NDA stuff was all covered. And they had gotten the wrong person.
The wrong email.
No, they thought that our person covering PAX was somebody else. So,
Oh,
yeah.
me? Yeah.
Anyways, we'll go more into
Oh,
detail
okay.
off the air. Ha ha
That
ha.
sounds
Yeah.
awesome. I
All
was
right.
famous now.
Almost. All right. Thanks everyone for coming to watch. Much appreciate it. We really like having all of you here. We had a few people in the chat room tonight, so thanks a lot for coming out. Carrie, as always, a pleasure chatting some LOTRO with you. It's always fun.
All
and
right.
Thanks to everyone for coming and checking it out live, or watching the YouTube video, or listening to the MP3. We really appreciate it. We hope that you come back next week, but most importantly, we hope to see you in game. Bye, everybody.